These walls seem to weave between solidity and shadow.
Much like the echoes they carry beyond their surfaces.
Perhaps this corridor intends to lead us astray, knowing our paths yearn for anchors.
If so, what might it hope to gain from our wandering steps?
Only questions, Glitta, questions sowing more questions.
Shall we survey these halls until we understand their shifting nature?
Or shall we allow them to understand us first?
An engagement that could end in secrecy, unraveling.
The air here possesses a peculiar weight, as though it mourns its own past missteps.
One might argue that such an aura implies not loss, but a revelation undeciphered.
Yet to unfold revelation often resides amidst uncanny clarity, the kind best approached delicately.
What delicacy would you suggest, Jackson, when dealing with something so utterly unrefined?
Surely, Alistair, even the most jagged edge can carve truths from stone.
Alistair does present a point, albeit concealed somewhat. This playing court of ours is hardly conventional.
That much, I suppose, none could contest. Yet motives, hidden as they often are, work contrary to accordance.
Mayhap it is our accord they wish to unsettle further.
Shall we, dear fellows, commence our exodus toward the east wing, before the house reshapes itself anew?
East wing? Preposterous. The distortion axis lies in the southern corridor, just beyond the Weeping Arch.
The Weeping Arch drains more than echoes. It siphons geometry. We risk chasing shadows.
Geometry must yield to etiquette, Miss Glitta. We probe with courtesy, not blind haste.
Courtesy will not reveal the blueprint's origin. The caretaker's ledger hints at a sealed alcove beneath the grand staircase.
Remarkably, that alcove bleeds inked corridors. This house records its own design in living script.
Then let us depart forthwith. Miss Glitta, do you possess that ledger leaf?
Indeed, and I intend to keep it close.
Gentle fellow pilgrims, what strange contrivance lies at our feet?
A closed treasure chest, unbidden yet impossible to ignore.
Remarkable. I believe the ledger's prose figurative. This seems quite literal.
Observe these runic grooves. They mirror the cipher on my ledger leaf.
Then this chest contains the mansion's own schematic, bound by lock and ink.
If that is true, this chest is our MacGuffin, and the key to unmaking the maze.
Permit me, I shall claim custody of its contents, unless you object.
If the tea's vapor is any guide, this room defies logic still further.
I detect a faint ticking from beneath the lock.
That tick is no clock, but the house's pulse. It beckons us to hurry.
Should we open it before the mirage dissolves? Every second the mansion warps more violently.
Patience. We require the key. Without it, we meddle with forces beyond propriety.
I believe I have it.
No, his pocket is empty.
On the contrary.
Before we commence any speculation, pray identify the glyph at 2 o'clock.
That sigil, though oft dismissed, speaks of subterranean channels beneath the old quarter.
Actually, the curves match the fractal blueprint I charted from the city's sewage network.
Fractal blueprint? Preposterous. Russell's manual demands spiral terminology, not fractal.
Perhaps our dear host is fond of old rules, yet rumor says the host's ledger references keystone alignment.
The ledger, if the keystone binds mansion and metropolis, then the philosopher's stone itself is the linchpin.
Meaning we hold no dominion here. The city commands us through that very relic.
By midnight, if alignment holds, we become instruments in a grand design.
Good heavens. I could swear that telescope wasn't here moments ago.
Or perhaps we simply neglected to note its presence in our zeal.
Yet I've never beheld such precise engraving on any instrument of observation.
That crest carved into the brass. It matches the host's secret seal.
Indeed, the emblem of the original architect, concealed in every hidden corridor.
And see here, a founding date etched beneath the crest, centuries before any record.
The inscription around the eyepiece names you as the stone's appointed curator.
Very well. From this moment, I command your loyalty by midnight, or face the mansion's retribution. Observe the drape's tassels. They mimic the telescope crest to the letter. What do we call this device?
That, sir, is the emblem of the vanished architect, a signature binding the house's will to its master.
Beneath the central tassel there, a hidden seam like a latch awaiting our command.
Then we must unseal it before midnight, or our curator's claim dissolves.
And should we falter, the host's contrivance will bind our very essences to these drapes.
I've released it. A metal capsule, and inside a folded vellum. It appears to be the host's final confession.
In that case, you, Glitta, shall read it first. I await your orders. We step beyond these corridors, but tell me, is the city any less labyrinthine
On the contrary, I find its chaos brimming with new avenues of wonder.
I'd settle for a straight path, free of hidden dead ends and surprise staircases.
Look, Nevins Lane? That name wasn't on our map.
The city borrows our corridors and reshapes them at will.
I thought the compass would guide us beyond these loops, but it led us here.
The compass is gone.
No matter. I've memorized every twist. Shall we proceed?
There's a pizza box abandoned among the ruin.
Pizza? At a place forsaken by time?
It looks freshly delivered. Someone dines within these walls.
This is preposterous. A modern repast in this mausoleum?
Or a sign the labyrinth obeys our appetites?
If it's a sign, it demands an invitation we never extended.
The seal on the lid. The Pemberton crest. Our society watches us.
Then spare us your gentlemanly airs while I chart the next move.
This box serves as a summons, I dare say.
A summons? To whom? Our own echoes?
Stop speaking in riddles. There must be evidence inside.
There's an envelope wedged beneath the crust. Delicate parchment.
On my crest, impossible.
Read it.
To my worthy adversaries, the game begins anew at midnight.
New game? At midnight, the parlor door will lock for eternity. One might say each artifact is merely another archway in this mansion's endless labyrinth of propriety.
I half expect the maiden vase to lead me back to the grand staircase, forging time into circles.
Outside, the world spins with promises of progress that never arrive. Much like this hall, don't you think?
Progress is such a vulgar notion. We prefer evolving circumstances, though here it appears to have paused.
Either pause or loop, the result is the same, yet rumor speaks of a bronze key.
The bronze key was stolen from its case last night. I noticed its absence at tea.
I confess. I am its custodian now.
So our parlor's decorum extends even to larceny? How civilized?
Observe the telescope large. Has it always loomed here like a sentry?
Something about its arrival feels deliberate, absent at our last inspection, present now without explanation.
I dare suspect it spies upon our endless debates, as though cataloguing every flicker of hesitation.
Could it be a trap, or a window to someplace forbidden?
Legend speaks of a telescope that reveals truths too vast for human discretion.
Perhaps it seeks the bronze key, our prized MacGuffin, to expose its hidden resting place. That lens is the very instrument that once shielded the bronze key.
Whoever dares peer through will command the labyrinth, and us. I must be the first to peer. Tradition demands I correct our course.
On the contrary, dear Alistair, protocol accords Glitta the honor this evening.
Our lamplight wanes by dusk, and the telescope withdraws beyond our grasp.
Then permit me a moment of hesitation. What if its vision reveals more than the bronze key?
I'll align the lens, if I may secure the key afterwards.
I already whispered the alignment. Its gaze rests upon the hearth's hidden vault.
Beneath the hearth? Unthinkable.
Believe it or not, I'm activating the panel now. Behold.
And this threshold affronts me. It masquerades as a street, yet remains within these walls.
I hear vendors hawking alongside chandeliers as if we've slipped into some absurd bazaar.
The house devours itself, sprawling outward like a relic succumbing to its own grandeur.
A sanctuary should repel such carnage, not host it under gilded lamps.
We must question if any wall can contain the mansion's appetite for expansion.
Or if we're merely figments within its blueprint, lost among corridors that multiply.
The boundary we cherish dissolves beneath our very feet.
Soon every border will wander into themselves. The mansion insists we become part of its labyrinth.
This aberration of a meal affronts every sensibility I possess.
Strange comfort, how a simple pie can feel both sacrilegious and deeply familiar.
Etiquette crumbles faster than these walls if we cannot even close a box without desecration.
Look, the lid bears teeth marks, as though some phantom diner has declared war on propriety.
A war of manners waged with mozzarella instead of muskets.
This pie. It feels like a summons we were never meant to refuse.
And its crumb-strewn message, addressed to one of us alone. It seems the mansion beckons me.
Soft quarters. The hush is almost an invitation.
Yet this box refuses silence. There's a note, sealed by wax.
Wax seals speak of ceremony. Who still commands such pomp?
It reads, Mr. Bramblehart, your presence is requested above.
They address you by name, as if you're the principal guest at tonight's soiree.
And if he declines? Must we resign to the whim of this labyrinth?
A key. Its bow bears my family crest.
Hand it over. I shall determine its proper use. These cartographic curiosities are exquisite, yet I can't shake the notion that they judge our every hesitation.
Each map and artifact whispers of lives past, reminders that our rituals preserve memory.
Yet maps chart terrain while corridors trace time, suggesting we are the exhibits, not the observers.
So we stand as fossils beneath the weight of our own reverence.
Perhaps ceremony breathes life into the past, rather than chaining us to its sorrow.
If the masonry shifts to trap those who linger, then ritual might be our prison.
Then it's time we step forward before these walls decide for us.
Observe this telescope. Its brass lens seems less a tool than a summons.
A summons to what? That distant spire not on any blueprint?
It emerged only when I peered through this lens, a lone pinnacle defying every chart we've studied.
Such a vision must conceal purpose. It reads like a cipher, begging interpretation.
See that eagle engraving? It's your crest, Alistair. That spire cradles the lost deed of Pemberton Manor.
Ah, but I never lost it. This telescope belongs to me, and by its gaze I claim dominion over these halls.
Gentlemen, we must pronounce these terms with precision. The engraving demands it.
I've already passed its semicolon. I declare the deed gazes not outward but inward.
Mock direction, you say? If it means self-congratulation, then yes. If it means actual guidance, you're lost.
Perhaps Jackson speaks in riddles to conceal uncertainty.
Look, the porcelain cup's reflection shows not the spire, but a winding trap.
Then only one among us can navigate its coils. I presume that title.
Would you observe how this concourse mirrors our labyrinthine domicile?
It sings with possibility, ceaseless, unanchored.
Yet a crescendo without finale feels futile.
Without the wax-sealed invitation, our steps are empty turns.
I say it here. The invitation is gone from my coat.
Gone, our sole passage to the heart parlor?
But look, the seal rests upon my lapel.
After you, sir.
A medium boombox positioned absurdly. Does one dare turn it on?
It hums with curious intent. Does it play melodies or memories?
There's a pulse beneath the hiss, voices I recognize.
It proclaimed, "Wax is folly, our seal rendered obsolete."
Please, allow me to relieve you of this encumbrance.
You insolent! The philosopher's stone sits quivering. We cannot ignore its resonance any longer.
That tremor, it mirrors our own hesitations.
Legends insist it binds memory to matter, preserving thought like liquid.
Our debate grows perilous. Must we test its limits before nightfall?
According to the Codex, if unresolved by dusk, this salon will fold in on itself.
It's echoing us again, only backwards.
The stone bonds to the last hand that touches it. Mine. Hand it here, if you please.